We reduced the debt ratio to about 45%. We have increased our fund balance to about $12 million, and we have gotten rid of a lot of debt, and we're in much better shape. Economic development, and both of my opponents said that we haven't had a very aggressive economic development program, but if y'all have been watching the newspapers, I think you'll remember back in December, we broke ground. The governor and everybody was here. It was a big deal down on Daniel Island at Benefit Focus. They're building about a $50 million facility, and they're employing 1,200 people just there on Daniel Island. And then in February, we broke ground on the Palmetto Physicians Group up by exit 199 in Somerville, and they will be creating about 1,125 new jobs. That's 2,325 new jobs just in the last 6 months. The third thing that has been a real focus by me is the penny sales transportation tax. You know, our road system was getting in very bad shape. It is getting in bad shape statewide, and it's because of the gasoline tax. We all know the story. The tax is low. It's the lowest, second lowest, I think, in the nation, and our roads show that. We all know you get what you pay for, and if you're not willing to pay for the roads, then we're just not going to have very good roads. So we were successful in getting the penny sales tax, and for those of you who voted for it, thank you very much, because I hope that you see that we have had positive results of that penny sales tax. The 17A has now been completed. Jedburgh Road is completed. Highway 6. We've just started on College Park roads, construction on College Park just a couple of months ago, and that's slated to be finished hopefully about mid-year next year. It takes about 18 months to do a project like that. And next coming up, we have, and I'm sure you've read in the paper, we're looking to renew that penny sales tax to do other projects. And for those of you who live in Goose Creek, one of the primary projects that we'll be promoting in the penny sales tax is to fix the intersection that had me waiting 9 minutes a few minutes ago there at 176 and 52. We proposed to do a flyover like they did in Mount Pleasant and bridge Highway 52 and take out the traffic light, and that should save a number of minutes on everybody's lives every day and improve things. And there are many more. So, you know, I want to be reelected. That's going to be one of the first things we deal with is the penny sales tax. I want to continue the things we've been doing, and to make Berkeley County better, and to make Berkeley County strong, because I think that does make us strong. The only way that we're going to be able to fund more to public safety, and they by no means are the only ones who probably need more funding, the only way we're going to be able to do that is to come up with more money. So that's why I propose that we let that go to the taxpayers, and I've heard a lot from the citizens that they do need more money. So if the citizens say, yes, we are willing to vote them a tax increase to satisfy this need, then I'm perfectly fine with that. And I think everybody else would be, because that's the most democratic way to do it. But you just got to understand, county government, just like the school district, and we got school district folks here, and we got others who have worked in county government before. You know, you got a limited amount of money, and you got to make it go as far as it can, and that's what we've tried to do. We wanted to hire the officers and put them there because the more officers, this was a modern facility, and it's much easier for them to maintain control over the prisoners. The problem simply was that we entered a recession. The next year, we were trying to figure out ways to manage with what we had. So we just had to put off the hiring of those detention officers until the recession was over and our revenues returned. But that hasn't quite gotten here yet, but we're getting closer. The impact fee was passed in 2005, a year before I became supervisor, and it had a very good intention. The purpose of that was to provide funding for the Sheep Island interchange up there by Jedburgh, which has been funded, and you can see all the growth that's taking place in Jedburgh. But the impact fee turned out to be a bad thing. It is a business killer. It's one of the worst things that Berkeley County has ever done. One of the reasons that I am so anxious to get the transportation impact fee, the penny sales tax, renewed this November, and we plan to put it on the ballot, is that we are going to take some of the money from that transportation impact, the sales tax, and replace the transportation impact fee. What we have accomplished in this county is well known. You know, again, the penny sales tax, the reduction in debt, the improvements we've made throughout the county with our sewer system, which is vital. We just recently opened the Central Berkeley plant, which is vital to that growth. If we don't have the facilities to handle the sewer, we can't grow anywhere. There are subdivisions along 17A who have been on hold for years and years and years. And some of you have probably seen the signs out there and you wonder, well, why aren't they doing anything? The reason they weren't doing anything is because they could not build because we didn't have a sewer facility. So we've got that now. Our infrastructure is in good shape. We are the fastest growing. We are, again, poised to really come out of the starting gate in a big, big way. And I think just nothing but good things are ahead of us.